Dan Moskal here, and in this video we are going to add a new user profile for our friend Joe to our WordPress website. This will allow website owners to add folks whom they start working with, like my friend Joe, on a website together, and he can go in and access everything himself. And we're going to go through and see. I believe there's some ways you can restrict folks if you want to and restrict their access, such as someone you hire off of Elance. So this is the site we're going to sign them up for. And for Joe, who will be watching this, you want to go to the website address and then WP hyphen login. I believe admin will take you there too, .php. It might be a good idea to go ahead and bookmark this page. So this is what we're going to actually create for our friend Joe, so he'll be able to type in Joe as his username and his own password. So we are the administrator. Alright, so this is where we're going to start over here on users. We're going to go over, and just so you can see, here's our user. This is where you can change the name, edit name, and let's go ahead and just look at it on our website. As you can see, Dan Willis, and this is how it works. It'll always show up under Dan Willis. These are all the articles or pages that we've written as Dan Willis or posts. So what we are going to do is click add new. You can also click it from there. Username. This is somewhat important. You can't change this, but you can write as a nickname later from your profile. Here, let's just look at that so you can see. So for example, display name publicly as. Our nickname is admin, and then you can display the name publicly as just Dan or Willis Dan, however you want. You can change the way it displays. So we're going to add new. We're going to add Joe in. So we're going to say, they actually wrote, we're going to say Alex, I want to say it was Adams. Email, we're going to do hire. Sorry, Joe, your email is going to be shared with folks. I think that's the right email. We'll go ahead and just put it in as Alex Adams, and we're not going to do anything for the website. Password, we'll say, we're just going to do we'll let you know what it is. Joe. Actually, we can send it to you. We're going to check this little box, send this password to the new user by email, and then we are going to put them as a role as author, or maybe even contributor, and we'll do contributor. We should be able to change this later, and if not, we can always create a new user and change their role. But I think a contributor author will restrict Joe's access. Let's go ahead and just see. I'm going to use my own email. Make sure this works. So we'll put us in as contributor, add new user. Okay, so let's go ahead and sign out, because right now we're looking at our WordPress screen. This is going to send an email, and we're going to go ahead and just look at this stuff. We're going to log out because we're in the administrator, and we want to see if we can log in and see what our role, how much access we have as a contributor. So we sent it to our personal email over here. Alright, so it looks like it's going to take a few minutes, but the idea, actually, you know what? We have the we might be able to just go ahead and sign in. I don't know if there's a activation. We're gonna actually have to sign in under the admin. Let's see what that was. Sorry about this. Where's users? James. So let's try this now. Let's log out. James. Awesome. So this is what Joe will be able to access. As you can see over here, it's much more restricted. He can change his profile, so he could, put anything he wanted in or type up a little bio, which would appear on this page right here, your actual author or contributor page. I believe his will appear as a contributor page, and it would appear above the articles. This is a great way to outsource some of the stuff you're doing with your website to either business partners or you know folks you hire to help you on Elance or consultants or whomever, but they can't go in. So Joe can go in and add a new post, but Joe can't even accidentally go in and change the design of my website, change the layout or any of that stuff. It has very limited access. It just has access to adding new posts and doing what he needs to do, which makes sense. So this is, like I said, a great way to have people help you with the stuff you're doing with your website, and not run the risk of a relationship going bad and them being able to take your website down, crash it, throw a virus on there, do hacking any of it or any of that. So Joe, personally, I'm not worried. I want Joe to have access to it all here, and we would change to do that. If you trust the person and you want them to have access to it all, you'll have to go back in as the administrator and either add them as a new user and give them more privileges. We'll go ahead and just log out real quick, but we could assign him full access to the website. So as our account and as the administrator account, you have access to everything. You can change the appearance and all of that. The users is where you're going to be adding people that help contribute and help build your website and that sort of thing. So what was that under? Add new. So you get to add them as an administrator. That'll give them access to everything, and you'll have to play around with this. We just added Alex James as a contributor. So thanks for watching. This is Dan Moskal. We will have more about WordPress coming up, and currently we're giving away a free copy of our new book over at the Amazon on their Kindle. If you don't have a Kindle, it's no problem. You can still get it on a Mac or even view it on the internet. So go over to Kindle and search for Dan Moskal, or search how to create a website easy button to earn money online with Google AdSense, Amazon Your Business, and more, and get it on the Kindle for nothing right now during our promotion. Again, this is Dan Moskal. Visit danmoskaluniversity.com for more tips, and please leave a comment below, like this video, and share it with your friends, family, and colleagues. Have a great afternoon.